told myself that I'd try to come into this as impartial as I possibly could, but there's just a ton of things about it that I dislike. The steering is by far the thing I dislike the most, because it just feels twitchy. I don't know what it is about it. Like, it's very responsive, but it's almost as if the steering isn't weighted properly. So any input you give it, it's just super twitchy, just responds instantaneously, which is typically a good thing, but when the steering's not weighted like it should be, it causes it to be kind of twitchy. It likes to catch the grooves in the road and kind of dance around. That drives me crazy because I've driven a lot of 6th gens, Camaros, like the car that Brian's in, and they're not that way at all. The steering is stable, they track straight. So that's kind of one of the first things I noticed about the car right out of the gate that I didn't particularly care for. Yeah, I've hated Mustangs for a really long time. I grew up kind of like a Chevy guy. My dad was hardcore into Chevys, built a '69 El Camino. He loved Camaros, and I always remember him used to say every time he saw them, he'd point out like all the fake vents on them and then be like, look at all the fake vents that Mustang has on it. It's just trying way too hard. Everybody has one, you know. Tell Brian to shut the hell up. Yeah, basically the drag radials that we have on the back of the Camaro are a little bit taller than the front tires that are on it currently. So the entire traction system is freaking out because basically the wheels are spinning at 2 different speeds. So the computer thinks it's either spinning the rear tires or the fronts are sliding. It can't decide what's going on. So we need to pull over and figure out what the hell's going on with it. And
the thing is, I can't turn traction control off right now, like at all. It's completely off. Looks like a Christmas tree on the dash. I thought that the parking brake was on for a second because all the brake lights lit up.
it won't let you even move with the parking brake on.
It won't let me do anything. It won't let me change anything.
Even if you shut it off and fire it back up?
That's what I'm going to try and do. That's the plan.
Yeah, it's funny, the Mustang and the Camaro have the same tire heights on them right now, and the Mustang's perfectly fine with it. Like, does not care.
This SS is a little bit of a problem child already.
It's more sensitive, it handles better.
Sure.
It needs to know what the wheels are doing, man. That's what the mag ride does.
Well, we'll see about that mag ride.
I don't remember it. The only Mustang I ever remember even riding in or anything like that is I had a buddy back in high school whose mom had one, and like I sat in it and we like messed around with it because it had a manual transmission, and that was like we literally just messed around with it while I sat there. But I don't remember having ever driven a Mustang until this point, to be perfectly honest with you. So does that make my review a little biased? Sure, of course it does. There are a few things I do like about it. So the suspension seems really firm, really planted. It changes direction really well. I like that a lot. The seats I really like too. So these are just the standard ones. They're not the Recaros or anything, but the bolstering and the lumbar support and everything in them are really super comfortable. And not only that, they keep you planted really well. So I really like these seats, probably better than the 6th gen ones, because I've spent a lot of seat time in the 6th gen, and I really like these seats. And I don't know if the Recaros would be better. I'm sure they probably would be a little bit better, but I like them a lot. And the power delivery on this is good. It's smooth. It pulls really strong. It just might not be as strong as the Camaro, but it does that well.